Hello, Sagittarius. I'm Christine. It's April the 19th, 2020, and I'm going to be doing a reading for the Sagittarius population out there that's interested in a prediction that would last through May into the middle of June. Your primary card, Sagittarius, is literally the Sagittarius strong card of Prince of Wands up. Alright, Prince of Wands up in your primary position is given several definers. The first one is the moon reversed. That is in all seriousness. The guys are telling you to shut the front door. That means examine people who are coming into your life. This might be someone who has made a great offer to you. This could also be a legitimate new job, new client. It's telling you to be really wary of this person. You know those great movies where Dracula has to have permission to enter the premises and he stops right at the doorway? This is what this card means in this position. So, this person will only enter your life if they're invited. You probably have an inkling that they shouldn't come in, so do your business at a third-party location, such as a coffee shop. Just don't bring them into your home quite yet until you've done all of your investigating. Your primary card as the Prince, well, here it says Knight of Rods. Well, the Prince of Wands, that is indeed the Sagittarius strong card. This can work for you and against you, Sagittarius. This means I am home, and on the other side of the coin, I am home. In other words, you perceive something as shoving you as a competition, shoving you out of the roost. You are insisting on taking your place in the roost, and that is considering that you have to mind the front door. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that struggle. The problem is under you is this very naive and dependent person. There's a dependent person under your wing. Okay? So they stand to get some impact, okay, from this blast of insisting that you are in charge. So be careful that you don't harm this innocent that needs your guidance at this time. The Six of Pentacles repeats that you are indeed taking care of this dependent that is under your wings. There is some dependent somewhere that you are directly responsible for. So as soon as I say that, whatever image comes into your mind, that is exactly who I'm talking about. This fool doesn't mean fool in this particular position, means more of an innocent. Okay, this could be a male or female, from a baby to 13, 14, 15 years old. Okay, so at times they might be a brat, and at times they want to be independent, but right now they are not independent. They are dependent on you. So you are being as Sagittarius as you can be at this moment. That is very headstrong, all right, and insistent and creative, all right. So be careful of this one entity, Dracula at the door. You're going to have to keep Dracula out of your household, all right. So the issue is being repeated here in your issue card. The issue is, are you going to accept this evil and havoc and chaos, Or are you going to maintain a distance through rules and boundaries? I don't care if you have to make up new rules and new boundaries. The cards are saying you're going to have to keep this selfish entity out of your life. Okay, so this is the devil up. It's not saying that this devil has come up alongside of you in a pirate ship. What it's saying is, please either make up rules or observe rules, have the other people observe rules, and keep chaos at a minimum, havoc at a minimum. What is vulnerable? The vulnerable thing is mother figure, the feminine entity that takes the nurturer in your life. That is what is at stake. Since she's in the crossing position, this means that her head is on the chopping block. In other words, she is vulnerable. Her neck is vulnerable. She could get hurt. Okay, so it's not just you. If you want to be in charge, that's great. But it's not just you that's at stake. It is the nurturing entity in your life is at a vulnerable place in your life right now. All right. So what is giving you such power? Why are you so confident? Well, you're coming from a place of being suited to having all of your ideas executed. This indicates that you're coming from a more single frame of mind. And your single frame of mind is independent, and you're used to buying whatever you want when you want to. All right, and it also is talking about this Seven of Rods reversed is at times you used to think you were better off single, but this is the veil that has changed. You have things that are dependent upon you now, things that are looking for your guidance. You are in charge of the light in the window of your home. Alright, so all of these things have changed now. You were financially secure. You're not so financially secure now. You were at times better off alone. Well, now you're going to have to compromise and do things not exactly how you want. Okay, so your single life is left behind at this time, and you're going to have to protect this nurturing force in your life. The train tracks that come before you and run until May 26th is the Princess of Hearts. This is all about gentleness and sweetness. This would be a perfect motive to leave this singleness behind. You have encountered an entity that makes your life sweeter and more pleasant to be in. Alright, so this would be the motivation for this joy and intimacy and art that is coming to your life. You see, this is the Princess of Hearts and this is the Seven of Hearts. This is everything that is pleasant. This is, after you've had a glass of wine, that free feeling, after you've meditated or after you've had a good run, you know that you are feeling great. Okay, this is that feeling right there. The Seven of Hearts is the perfect mental state of expecting what you can do artistically, intimately, whatever brings you joy. Okay, so that's a good motivation to have the celebratory feeling well into the middle of June. That's roughly June 15 to 18. This card is the longest lasting card on the board. This is about as happy as children leaving school, running out of the building, so happy, free, throwing their books up in the air. Oh, but wait a minute, the whole planet is under this viral scare right now, and everybody's doing electronic schooling. So I don't know why you have this card. You have this card over you until the middle of June. So the cards are telling you that something in your life is going to be as joyous as children letting out of school in early June. This normally would be here. This normally would be here without the global virus going on. This is the joy of the children getting out of school, or the anticipation of Christmas gifts. This is how happy this card is, and this would be anticipating that. So there will be something equivalent to that. The Three of Rods reverse tells us of the caged bird. All right, so even though this freedom, sort of happiness is going to happen, there is a constraint on it, a restraint on it. So it's going to be some sort of a compensation. It's going to be some sort of celebrating anyway. You're going to have a workaround what used to be running out of the school building. There's going to be some kind of equivalent. The human nature of being penned up, pinned down, is going to overcome the fact that this joy is going to happen anyway, even though the restraint shall stay in place. Who populates this joy? The Prince of Hearts. These are the delicate ones. These are the most gentle souls that you do want to protect. These are the gentle souls that would normally populate a school or a village or a community. The reason we have law and order is to protect the gentle souls. So this is a card signifying the gentle souls, and this is the Princess of Wands upside down is celebration, a fair, the equivalent of, say, an Oktoberfest or an Arabian Fest or some sort of an art festival that is being planned and arranged and will happen through May up until the middle of June in your near future, is the Hangman reversed. All right, this indicates you're building your empire. Sagittarius, you have want to take this seat as captain, that you want to create the empire the way you have imagined it. So this is working on that. Okay, it is also employing all sorts of generations. So your niece and your nephew, the generation under you, or your children under you. Okay, so a lot of people are doing interviews and whatnot with their children in the frame. Have you noticed that? That's because as a village we are welcoming them as a reality. All right, this might be a revolution. This might be a revolution in our humanity, is to welcome and accept all sorts of generations in the background, okay, and our parents in the background. Okay, so this is how a new development, new defining our own empire. When I say empire, I mean your family, the family that you are in charge of, and you find needs to be built up all the time. Your Seven of Pentacles in the depths department, your Seven of Pentacles in Pluto, the thing you don't want to revisit. Okay, so this might indicate that you have misplaced something. So you still have it. You don't know that you have it. So you might think that somebody stole it. Okay, but what this card says is you actually have it. All right, so what you need to do is not misplace blame, but solicit cooperation, and perhaps ask this child or something. Maybe a child went off with something believing it was a good toy. You know, maybe you think you lost your keys. Maybe you didn't lose your keys. Always find out what a toddler did with the keys. To them, keys are magical. To them, keys will start anything. All right, so sometimes they will take your keys when you're not looking. So you think you lost something, but you may not have lost it at all. It is just hiding and hiding and hiding. Since it's down here, it gives you a few days in the future. Today's the 19th. So approximately April the 23rd, April the 24th, you should be able to locate this. Your partner. This is the place of indicating what your partner is like. Your partner is frantically worried about protection right now. Alright, so your partner is more like a dragon in the cave. Alright, I'm going to explain this. Alright, so the card, the Hermit card, up, is all about wiseness and carefulness. And if you picture a librarian in a library, nice and quiet and studious, and very in charge and controlled. Alright, so the card is reversed now. So this is reflecting a lot of the panic that people are experiencing right now about trying to obtaining things in a store. Finding out what they want is not in the store. Okay, so what do we do now? What do we do now? This is what this is. The what do we do now kind of franticness. So, frankly, your partner might not be eligible to help you right now. Alright? Your partner might be this nurturing entity. They're very vulnerable right now. So you have to totally suit up. And I don't say man up because you might be a female Sagittarius. So you're going to have to suit up and be all protector of this as much as this knight represents. You have a very innocent party who is depending on you. In your inbox is fatigue and drain and tiredness because you are working on your empire. Alright? So, Sagittarius, where you used to be all by yourself and used to just your own, now you are hit with the tiredness that comes with being in charge of things that you are not used to being in charge of. You might have been depending on your partner right now to carry the load, but your partner is very busy as a ferocious dragon. Okay, so you're going to experience some tiredness around up until around June 8th. June 8th, okay? And then you'll start to recharge and revamp. Alright, Sagittarius. Alright, so I don't want you to underestimate this drain, but I also don't want you to underestimate the issue of this very selfish entity that wants to come into your life, but you are going to be equipped with lots of rules in your favor. Alright, so you will be able to keep this entity at bay, and that's what might be tiring. Alright, so your fatigue will be coming from a genuine place. Your outcome is wonderful, Sagittarius. First, you will be able to have it for your use a lot of the best cognitive abilities that make human beings their best. This is the calm idea place, friendliness, smile. She smiles. She's also very silent. In this position, she is this card represents a place of calm, selflessness, allowing the other person to excel. Who will excel? It talks about the gentle soul and very good blood health. So what is blood health? That is the best health that there is. Even when you measure the oxygen content of your body, say 98%, 99% oxygen level of your blood, of your body, you are in good health. This is good antibody activity. And this is the gentle soul. The Four of Hearts up isn't so gentle. It's a little selfish. The mature Four of Hearts reversed is the gentle one. This is could be a gentle male or female. This is the one you care most about. So you do indeed want the best health for the gentle soul that you care most about. And the going away card is the King of Hearts reversed. It's in the third position of your outcome. And that's a great place for the really adverse king. Okay, the really adverse king is Mr. Disagreeable. Okay, and this is the nastiness. The nastiness that has come in is trying to make its way into your life. So this is a great place for the going away. Okay, so if this card, which is reversed, were up, this would be the equivalent king of that. Alright, so this is the same word. And you will succeed in making this really adverse king. This is hatred. This is the last breath of hatred. In the third position, and the last card on the board, this is the breath of hate. The breath of hate is going out the door. Let it go out the door. Don't miss it. Don't regret anything you said to make this go out the door. Okay? So, that is triumphant. This means that you will be battling a battle of hearts and feelings, and those things are that are the best of human experience. Battle of the soul, battle of the feelings and the heart. Alright? So that is very triumphant, Sagittarius. I am going to take a break, and then I'm going to do a reading for lovers. Sagittarius lovers out there. Sagittarius. I'm Christine. This is for Sagittarius lovers. It is April the 19th, 2020. I've already shuffled the cards, And I've divided them into two, but it doesn't really mean anything. So, okay. This is in case you're pursuing a love interest and you haven't said anything yet, or this might be your partner. This partner might be a lifetime partner, and you rely on each other for different things that you've grown accustomed to. The side over here is going to be your Sagittarius self, and this is going to be your partner. And down in the middle is the guide's neutral view, objective. Alright? So, let's start off with judgment in your thinking. Alright? Where your head is in this relationship is 20. You have reinvented yourself. You have redefined yourself, Sagittarius. You have turned your creativity into something brand new this year, 2020. So you are mentally in a really good place and able to lead other people in this bright ideas. This sort of intellect comes after trials by fire. Alright, so you've already had as many near-death experiences as you care to have, and these have shaken up your perspective, so you've come to a place of more forged, like steel or like gold. You are more of a forged metal. Your heart department is the 5 of Wands reversed. 5 of Wands reversed in your heart and chest department. That is a lot of generosity. And since this is an intimacy spread, I'm going to say go ahead and be generous. Alright, Sagittarius? So, even though you are shiny brand new gold up here in your thinking, your heart is very generous at this time. And from your waist down, and your walking ability and your physical ability of your waist down, the 3 of Swords reverse is talking about optimism. That's great, Sagittarius, because optimism can take care of your partner, can take care of your would-be partner. If you want to collaborate with someone, this optimism is necessary. It also might indicate that you as a soul might be out of work. I won't lie, many people are out of work, so that means that you're walking, is starting from a new place. You're in a place of perhaps a factory dumped you out. This is a timeout also, but it's a timeout with optimism. And this optimism generates from the bones, from your inner feelings, okay? So that's a good place to start, Sagittarius. Let's look at your partner. Your partner is made from the waist down, and the feet area is very agreeable toward you because 14 is your card, Sagittarius. So that means that you have the majority of the feelings on the board at this time. This spread should last you into, say, May 19. Alright, so you are very attractive to this love partner. So your optimism is contagious. That's the one thing you do want contagious, is your optimism. And the person that you are interested in, or your current partner, might be a Sagittarius themselves. But what I'm saying is They are agreeable intimately with a Sagittarius kind of strength. This is completeness. Temperance in this position is all about way to repair, all right? Way to be secure. Know that you have packed everything you need. If you don't have it, you can buy it there, all right? If you don't have it, you didn't need it after all. If you don't have it, someone will share that with you when you get there. It's a confidence. Temperance up in this position is confidence. The heart and chest area of that person is willing to go along with your idea of reinvention. Their heart and chest area is going through a transition right now. So their heart has watched you or watched their own trial and come through that stronger than ever. Okay? So they have a brand new heart. The King of Hearts reversed in this position as a love interest. This is the King of Hearts up. This worries about if they are lovely enough and pretty enough. This is confidence that they know that they are lovely enough and pretty enough. This is all about confidence, with the only doubt that your love interest might have is something that a past lover has said. So they're self-conscious about something. And you should probably find out what that is. And once you do know what that is, use that to help them. Tell them that that was a fool who said that. That was a fool who lost you who said that. All right? So this is the majority of the head of this lovely person is very confident. But there's one Achilles heel. Okay, they have an Achilles heel. And since you are Sagittarius and you are a generous lover, you are a generous thinker, and when you have a celebration to be had, you make sure that everyone knows about it who you can possibly think of. You don't worry about drawing the line or drawing the number at 20 people. Oh no, we can't have more than 20 people. Oh, you open your doors. And since you are generous in your nature, you will make sure that your confident and lovely creature knows that you would never insult them the way their past lover did. What do the guides think of this? The guides believe that both of you have a good cooperation in handling all of the problems at large. All right? So both of you believe that the other one's problem is worth investigating and worth calming down for. There is not a one superior person in your relationship at this time. All right? So this is about to May 19, this particular lovers or dating. So you see each other as equal in each other's eyes. Very cooperative. 3 of Hearts reversed. Here's 3 of Hearts up. Here's 3 of Hearts up reversed. This is a cooperation of, yes, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's try that. Let's watch that. Let's watch that. I've never done that. Well, let's go there and let's investigate that. Okay, so both of you are in exploratory position. This is in your heart and your chest area. This is how you speak to each other. So this is all about willingness and cooperation. 4 of Pentacles reversed. Oh, this is very good because your partner is all about health and confidence and feeling like they have enough. And you are all about optimism. And the guides believe that this is all about neither of you ruling Okay? So you guys have stepped back, and neither of you wants to rule right now. Aw, that's kind of honeymoonish, isn't it? That's kind of like, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. All right, so it's kind of, neither of you wants to own the board. Neither of you wants to own this relationship. And that's a good place to start, I think. That's a good place to be in May. And hopefully on into June, because this is a very optimistic lover spread. Thank you, Sagittarius. Thank you for visiting me. I am Christine, and I will see you soon. Thank you.